Hello everybody, welcome back to our Sky English lesson. Today we are going to look at lesson 28, the first conditional with when. Actually this lesson is kind of like the last lesson this week because on Thursday we are going to do the kind of like the exam that I provide you. I'll let you guys know the information later. All right. Welcome back to Teacher Phoebe's class with the first conditional today. All right, let's look at this one. Conditional, remember, conditional is a kind of sentence that tell you the condition and the results. Last time we looked at the conditional, which it normally begin with if, right? So there are an if clause and a main clause. So today, we are going to use when instead of if. So the when clause would tells you the condition and the main clause also tell you the result. All right, let's look at the example. When I see you, I'll give you a big hug. You see this? The formula is not different from the conditional with if. All right, let's see the formation of it. When it's sunny, we'll go to the beach. You see that? The when clause. The when clause, we use present simple, it with is, right? And then the other clause, the main clause, we use future simple. So which this one is the formation, subject with the verb as an s or es or in singular form if we use the singular subject. And the future simple, subject with will followed by the infinitive verb. All right, let's see. For example, this one. When are you going to phone mom? I'll phone her when we arrive. Still, the order of the sentence doesn't change the meaning. We can say, when we arrive, I'll phone her. Or I'll phone her when we arrive. Remember that when is in the middle, no comma. If when begins the sentence, we use the comma after that. For example, when we arrive, comma, I'll phone her. See that? So it's like similar with the first conditional with the if. Let's look at the next one. For example, this one. When are we going to have supper? All right, let's try to build this sentence together. So, when are we going to have the supper? That means this one, right? Asking for an answer of course, the question. Well, so the main clause supposed to be the answer. So it's gonna be we are going to have supper when we get to the museum, as this one. Or you can swap it, of course. When we get to the museum, we have supper. So this one is actually the answer of it. Like if you want to answer just in the short answer, you can just say when we get to the museum. Tell you the time you will have the supper, right? Because when asking for the time. All right, let's look at the next one. When are they going to put on their sweaters? So, what could be the answer to this one? This one, they are going to put on the sweater. They'll put on the sweater when they go inside. As the example. Or, what about this one? When are you going to bed? Let's try together. The answer is, I'll go to bed when I'm tired. That means as soon as you're tired, you're going to bed. So, let's see what's the difference between if and when. Let's see these two sentences. If I see Sam, I'll tell him. Or when I see Sam, I'll tell him. So, there are both first conditional, right? But this one we begin the sentences if and when. So the point is that the answer you give is different. The sense that you give the answer, which one you want to emphasize. For example, if I see Sam, I would tell him. So this one tell you the future situation that is like possible. If you see him, you tell him, but you're not sure if you see him or not, right? But if you say, when I see Sam, I'll tell him. So that means I will definitely tell him when I see him. So I mean you will definitely see him. The future situation that will definitely happen. When I see Sam, I'll tell him. So that means you will probably see him. You plan to see him or something, and then if you see him, you will tell him. But you say, if I see Sam, I'll tell him. Like this one, you don't know if you will see him or not. But it's a possible future situation. If you see him, you will tell him. If not, I mean, you will assume that you will not tell him like that. So this one is kind of like a tiny difference between these two types of first conditional. All right. So let's see, remember, if you have any question about this, note it, send it to me, text me. We need it. You need this for the midterm exam on Thursday. All right. Another thing that we are going to look at today is the phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. What are the phrasal verbs? The phrasal verb is actually the verbs with a preposition, and the meaning of the verb, it's kind of like slightly different from what it already is itself. Let's see some phrasal verb today. The first one, repeat after me. Turn on. Turn on. Turn on. So this one, if you're talking about turn on the equipment, right? So that means you cause the heat, sound, water to be produced by adjusting the controls. For example, this one you see the remote control and the TV. You say, for example, June turns on the TV to watch the movie. This one you see, turn on. That means you start to pressing this button and the TV would work. So this turn on. Next one, turn off. Turn off is the opposite meaning of turn on, as you can tell, on and off, yes. So when you turn off the equipment, or for example, if you turn off the TV, that means you want it to stop working, to stop heat, stop the sound, stop showing the picture. For example, this one just turns off the TV after he's done using it, right? So you turn it off, you switch it off because you don't want to use it anymore. That's turn off. Next one, put on. Put on, put on. So this one, if you put on clothing and makeup, you place it on your body. So you wear it. For example, in the picture, she put on her coat and went out. So that means she just like wear the coat and then she went out. She wore it and she went out. That put on. Next one, take off. Take off. So if you take a garment off, you remove it. Garments mean clothes. If you take the clothes off, that means you remove it. You don't want to wear it anymore. So that is take off. For example, he took off his t-shirt. So that he removed the t-shirt off his body. So that's took off. Next one, get on. Get on or get on. To board a coaster, help to board where you like stepped into the vehicles. For example, a bus and a train. For example, they get on the bus to go to work every day. They get on the bus to go to school. Stuff like that. Next one, get off. Does mean to depart or cause to depart. I mean, you leave the vehicle. For example, in the picture, the bus, right? For example, this one, they get off the bus. They get off the bus. So you leave and you leave the bus, you call it get off, or the other vehicles. Next, to get off is pick up. Pick up. When you pick something up, you lift it. For example, in the picture, that's the money. If you pick up the money, you will get the money in your hand. For example, Ridley picked up a pencil and fiddled with it. See that? Pick up. Get it up. Take it up from the floor or the surface, like that. Next one. Alright, next one, put down. Put down. Put down is like when you place something somewhere. For example, we put down the lime. You see that? Is put the lime down. Place something somewhere. Next to put down is throw away. Throw away. Throw away. When you throw away or throw out something you do not want, I mean you try to get rid of it or put it in the rubbish container or in the bin. So that's throw away. I throw away, for example, this one, I throw away the paper that I don't want. I throw away my own clothes, like this. So when I want to get rid of something because I don't want it anymore, I can use the word throw away. Next one. Wake up. Wake up, that means you're like alert and ready to do things. For example, she wakes up very early. I woke up very early this morning. I'm sure you got up early as well because, well, you were in my class. Alright, these are all the phrasal verbs that we need for this lesson. Again, the link for your exercises provided in your Google Classroom. Enjoy the exercise, be careful, and don't forget to review for the midterm exam. I'll give you more information in your Google Classroom. I hope you guys have a nice day today. Bye.